Hi, I'm Dr. Valerie here. I'm here at My Spirit Matters, and I'm talking to family members and friends of someone who has an alcohol or drug problem. You know, I know it's not an easy time or easy situation, and you've probably watched that person's progression. And as they've progressed, you've seen behaviors that you probably never thought that person would ever do. But it's pretty much the nature of the disease of addiction, and you begin to see a lot of that in abuse. And I know I have a lot of people who ask me, well, why come they can't just stop it and turn things around? Well, generally they've already crossed a certain point in addiction that the addiction takes hold. But there is a phase while they're in the abuse, where they've gone from social using, from it being recreational, they've had fun, now they're using more and more, and it's becoming more of the main activity instead of the other activities that are important to them. In fact, you might begin to see that in this abuse phase that they may drink by themselves a lot more, or they may have situations in which the alcohol is there that when they were using socially, it just was contained to the event, whether it was going out to dinner, going to a game, going to a social event. Okay? But now something has shifted. Now, the abuse stage is a very critical stage. It's a critical stage because generally other things are going on. And when I work with family members will say, well, they're under a lot of pressure, or they're stressed. They have a lot of stress in their life. Well, those are some of the reasons that people think alcohol works for them, is because when they're under stress and they have a couple of drinks, they feel like they can relax and chill out. In fact, as a family member, you might have even encouraged that. Well, chill out, just relax, have a glass of wine, take it easy. But for those people that are on that path to addiction, the drinking becomes their solution. But what they don't realize is the drinking is really the problem, and that problem is going to progress, and that problem is going to get worse. So what I want to encourage you as family members is to not encourage someone to drink if they've said, no, I'm not drinking today. Not encourage them to have, well, you can have one, because you don't know if that person can stop at that one. And it's so hard to try to give something up when you have other people telling you, well, you can do this, you can have one. And because people want to please, there's that tendency to go ahead and have one, and then two, and then three, and then four, and then there's an argument. And the argument is, well, I encourage you to have one, not to have the whole bottle or to drink the whole thing. But what you're missing is that person really couldn't stop once they started. So I'm asking you to be more mindful of inviting and encouraging someone to drink when they have said that, no, they've had enough and they're going to stop. I'm asking you to respect that position, no matter who they are, because you may have no idea of what struggle they might be having with alcohol and drugs. And I can tell you that when you have a problem and trying to stop it, it is a struggle. It is a lot of work. So support them in their decision not to drink or not to have anything.